We know that there's a new tier system in NBA 2K23. 8 badges in tier 1, 4 in tier 2, 4 in tier 3. We break those numbers down, right? And we add those numbers up together. What do we get? 16. 16. Now, when we go here, we can say peer. Okay, let's break his words down and make sense out of it. See, I rationalize things, right? Pair attribute category. Okay, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16, 16. Because these are each attribute. No, people. See, I had y'all right there. No. That's too many badges. Finishing, 16. Shooting, 16. Playmaking, 16. Defense, 16. Now, would they do anything for physical? No. Okay, so we see what they're doing right now. 16 in each category. We know they've never made badges for speed or anything like that, or anything like of that useful sort. And then, you know, we got core badges. We also have core badges too. So understand, we have these miscellaneous badges. Look at these badges as like your weak little knights on the chessboard. All right, these tier badges. Look at the tier badges as like little knights. They're gonna matter to your player and your attributes, but look at them as little knights. They're not the kings. The kings are the core badges. All right, we can already tell this. The core badges that you add to your player that doesn't affect you in any way. It's gonna shape you in a certain play style. Those 4 main badges are gonna shape you in a play style, right? And it doesn't matter towards your regular badges, like they said. Now watch this. We ain't hear about the core badges. That's still something they're gonna show us. They're gonna show us core badges. So they changed these badges. They changed a lot, is what they're telling me. OG. All right. Now we look at this screen right here. Let's go over to the shooting badges, because we know that they took out certain badges. Lucky number 7 is gone, right? We know this is stop and pop is still here. We know set shooter. Is set shooter here still? Because they said they took certain badges out. We're gonna go right here real quick, and we're gonna switch. No live breakdowns. We have all the notes pulled up here. We see the badges that was taken away. Okay, set shooter is gone, and set shooter was replaced for the what is it called? Claymore. Okay, set shooter was replaced for Claymore. So they gave Claymore a buff because they said, remember, a lot of badges that seemed like they were weak last year gotten a huge buff. So Claymore is going to get that buff. You see what I'm saying? I still feel like even with their new shooting delayed system, whites are going to go in. Remember how we used to play 17? In 17, we never knew if somebody's white was going in. Think about it. Let me bring y'all back. See, this is why you gotta be subscribed to OG. I'm not trying to be egotistical or nothing like that, but I really take passion in when I bring information and resurface it back. Think about 17. Were there any white animation greens where you get a green light animation, but it's no green pops up? It's just a white. You see what I'm saying? But you know you still make it off of those white greens sometimes. Sometimes you can miss them too, but you know most of the time you make them depending on how it comes off. 17, it was like that. We didn't know if we was making whites sometimes or not. It was like, oh, everybody just get hyped. You make the certain shot, you win the game with buzzer beater. 17 had that effect there. They're bringing that effect back now, and it's going to be a little bit more different now. So we see Chef is not here. Hot Zone Hunter is not here. Let me take all these badges off my screen right here on my game right now. Chef gone. Hot Zone Hunter is gone. Limitless Spot Up is gone. That's just been replaced for Limitless. Range Sniper is gone. Okay, let's take off all these badges and see what we're working with. Mismatch Expert is gone as well. God, I'm about to show y'all how I really look. Like, I'm really about to show y'all how I really look. Like, this is how somebody's setup gonna look. Yo, I gotta take Limitless Spot Up off. Circus 3s is still here. So we know Circus 3s is still here because of the step backs. Okay, cool. We know Deadeye is still gonna be in the game. We know Green Machine is still in the game because they ain't take it out. So we know a lot of badges. Okay, let's go back to this screen right now. Display capture. Here's what I have right now on screen. Okay, you see they gonna have badges like this. Slippery Off Ball has gotten a buff because they said all the shooting badges have gotten a buff. So let me tell you what badges have gotten buffs. Basically, Deadeye, pretty OP, I would say. From the late contest when guards will get open, there's nothing you could do once they get that little space. They automatically knocking down Deadeye. I still feel like that'll be balanced badge. It'll be a balanced badge. You see, we got Blinders still here. They ain't taking Blinders out, so Blinders is still there, people. Clutch Circus 3s, right? Catch and shoot. Difficult shots. You see the badges that we have here, and then they're adding in and just adding the other new badges that was replaced. Okay, let's go back to this screen. Add in the new badges that was replaced. You see right here, we got agent. So they got a new badge that's breaking it down to where you hitting off the 3 dribble points easier. You gonna need that agent 3. You gonna need that there. You want to shoot some fades. So we know fades is still in the game. Okay, difficult shot, 3 points off the dribble. This is kind of like fades. This is not even really like fades, I would say, because they be tricky with this word when they use off the dribble. I know 2K thinks off the dribble sometimes is fades, and then some people think, and then off the dribble is you doing like this, like you're dribbling the ball, and then you pull up real quick. That's off the dribble. That's what people will call off the dribble. You dribbling the ball, you dribble, crossover, stop real quick, and then you shoot off the dribble. Boom. Some players cannot shoot like that. People have to stand still and really shoot a set shot, or their shot is always going to be off. Like, it's literally like that. They can't dribble and pick the ball up and do a proper gather and shoot. So it be like that at times. All right. Now we see how we have all these other badges. Space Creator. Listen, they put Space Creator as an offensive badge to break players. So that lets you know the step back game is getting crazy. I'm going to touch back more up in here, but I'm going to really wrap this up and let's get into the tiers. All right. Woo! Because I know a lot of people are going to look at this tiers.
12 to 18.
So I know a lot of people is going to look at these tiers and be like, yo, because a lot of people's. So with this tier system, a lot of players literally are going to be thrown off by this. But what this ultimately is here for is to balance the game out. Now let's get back to the badge system, because it's I feel like it's pretty easy how they put it and broke it down. It's very easy for me. They just basically saying in a dumbed down version like, hey, we balanced this system to where you can't have certain badges. Think of it like when you was a sharp in maybe 17, 18, around those times, and you had to have limitless, and you got all the sharp, and you was a pure shot creator, and you had different badges. It's getting right back to that type of vibe. All right, now let's read. The most impactful change when it comes to building players is the form of a new badge system. Listen, they tell you in the first part, the most impactful change when it comes to building players is the form of a new badge system. So they're telling you the way your player is going to be built is based off of these badge systems. Let's keep reading. Let OG really relax everybody's mind. When you looking at a whatever that word is, telemetry from previous years, we don't even need to care about that word because they use the word previous here. So we know they're talking about the past based off of that word. Previous years, we noticed that players often gravitate towards the same badges and as a result became a little overpowered by stacking certain badges together. Boom. This is 2K admitting in a message, hey, we realized even though we made our badge system and we tried to balance our game in 2K22, you guys still was able to put together certain badges and still find correlations and combinations to still be overpowered. And there was nothing we could do to stop it. Hence is why everybody could shoot this year. Listen, lucky number 7 was super OP. Think about it. You got a 75 3 ball. You got lucky number 7 on gold at least. You come down, you make that 75 like an 80 plus something. With all your other badges, you're greening. You're not a lock really. You're a sharp at this point. So they had to take that away, which was, I've been saying this in videos before they even dropped this, that okay, I could see certain stuff they taken away. It's too much of a, I'm supposed to be a lock, but I have all these other abilities too, like where I'm basically like a sharp, and then the mathematics system, my stats are going up as I'm playing good. Like, hold on, they got to do some shit. Boom. Let's keep reading, right? So they're admitting right here that they was stacking badges together and it was overpowered. They couldn't do anything to stop it. So what does that mean if they're admitting this right here? A patch has to be made. A patch has to be made. We heard the dev, right? The 2K dev talk about it takes years, takes time, 3 years. Did it? Okay, let's keep going. Right? This year, and that was my last video. Make sure y'all check it out. This year we're moving to a tiered badge system. There are 16 badges per attribute category. Remember I told y'all that. Offense, playmaking, defense, finishing. 16 in each of them, okay? 16 in each of them. 8 in tier 1. So that means in each category, finishing, right? There's 16 badges in finishing, but 8 of those badges is a tier 1 badges. 2 of them in finishing. I mean, in tier 2, 4 of them, right, in finishing is tier 2. In tier 3 in finishing, 4 of them is tier 3. So you see how in that category of 16, we split up 4 is 2 levels. So we split that 16 up, right? We split it down 8, 4, 4. 8 low level tier, Number 2, basically silver, we can say, second level tier, but they're not calling it that no more. And then 3, high level tier, basically like a gold, if you want to so call it. But it gets even trickier where people still got more confused. Okay, badges are least powerful for your player. I mean, tier 1 badges are the least powerful for your player. Least powerful. So you see how they ain't say it, bronze badge, the rookie badge. You know how the bronze badge was like the rookie level badge. It ain't even like that. It's just tier 1. See, they're bringing it down to you're still gonna have to be an IQ player and learn how to use these badges on these tiers, right? Cool, right? So now listen, badges are the least powerful for your player, but also cost the least amount of badge points. So that already lets me know, okay, we're still using that same system where we got to use points, the badge points, to unlock these tiers. Okay, cool, right? Now we're going to keep breaking it down more. Cost goes up as you climb the tiers and acquire the more impactful badges. The basic idea is that you'll need to equip a certain number of badges in the lower tiers before you can equip badges in the highest. So when you're building your player, remember your stats and your attributes is going to correlate with what you can unlock for these tiers. What level? Because we know when we go to certain tier levels, listen, you're going to need a certain amount of tier level 1 badges to even unlock tier 2 or to go up into these other tiers and use them. It depends on what first tier 1 badges you're using. That's how you unlock the second levels, tier 2. So you got to have a combination of a certain, listen, they saying it right here. Cost goes up as you climb tiers and acquire the most impactful badge. The basic idea is that you'll need, listen, the basic idea, let's cut off everything else and read right here. The basic idea is that you'll need to equip a certain number of badges in the lower tiers before you can equip badges in the highest. So this is how we could break the system down, right? They have a tier system where they got low badges. They give you catch and shoot bronze, they could say limitless range bronze, and a whole bunch of other shooting badge combinations. And those combinations is going to be able, and your attribute stat is going to be able to tell if you get another badge in tier 2. Depending on how many of the tier 1 badges in shooting you're using. Because remember, it's a good amount of badges. I just showed you guys the badges on screen. You're not going to be able to have all those badges. Think about it. You're not going to be able to have all those badges on screen. So you're going to choose between those badges. And when you choose between those badges, it's going to kind of balance your player out. So let's say if you was like, damn, yo, in order to get limitless range, I got to have catch and shoot on. I got to have this badge on. I got to have that badge on tier 1. I got to have all these tier 1 badges. And think about it. You're not going to be able to get certain tier 1 badges based on your stats and attributes. So your stats and attributes are correlating to the badges. The same thing kind of like last year, but they balanced the system probably a little bit better. So everybody's going to be in different things. And then they show us down here. See, I almost got confused right here, but they show us down here. The motive behind this change was to encourage players to make some tough choices when creating their badge recipes and make loadouts more valuable as a feature. Nobody cared about loadouts last year. They want players to start using different badges, different setups on the court, different strategies, using the fade ace badge and the other badges and the turnarounds. And they want people to really get basketball-y. I'm trying to just use different words so y'all can get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Not just glitchy. Y'all should get that. It's going to change. It's going to be a little rough at first, but it's going to change and ultimately come in. So tough choices. Listen, tough choices. That lets y'all know it's a balance. Like, you going to be sitting there like, damn, but I want that badge too. No, you got to create another player. That's the type of time it's going to be on. You're going to have to create another player because they're going to make sure that balance is there. People was going crazy with the glitch builds, real player percentage last year. Trust me, 2K got on their thing this year. And this is why they offered core badges, so we're not too sad about this, all right? Now look at this. A better overall balance to the badge game in general. Listen, come on, recipes, loadout, make it valuable as a feature and bring a better overall balance to the badge game in general. Along with the tiers, we're also introducing core badges, which are 4 unique badge slots, 1 in each attribute category. You see that balance? Oh my lord. 1 in each category. So listen, you got 4 unique badge spots to use a finishing, one unique finishing badge. So that could be, listen, and I'm about to show y'all, it's right here. Yo, oh my god, it's in our faces. That's just how confusing and like, yo, did they really do this in our face? It was. It's right here in our face. Listen, let's read. Core badges, unique slots, and one in each attribute category that can be filled with badges that don't count towards your badge points. Each badge will have a challenge requirement that once met will allow the badge to be placed into a core badge slot. So you got to do a challenge to get the core badge slot. We also made several challenges to the badges themselves, which are highlighted below. So we got to read which are highlighted below. Several challenges to the baskets themselves, which are highlighted below. So there's a challenge now to get Slithery Finisher. There's a challenge now to get Masher. There's a challenge now to get Aerial Wizard. There's a challenge now to get Bully. And I guess there's a challenge now. Oh, remove badge. Hook. Oh, and Hook Specialist is gone. There's a challenge now to get Bullied. So this is actually crazy. What it seems like is 2K is doing, instead of making it where players are just unlocking this easy, you gotta get this core badge by completing the challenge. You gotta do slithery moves, avoid contact by probably using the Lyros or using a hot step to avoid. Wow. So it's looking like these are the core badges right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we go to the shooting badges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 9. Okay, so it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's 8. So 8 is shooting. Oh my lord. So think about this, people. For real. It's really looking like they broke the game down and made like certain badges specialists. See how limitless range is here? They said it's listed below. So I'm reading it as is. Limitless range is probably a core badge. And you get 1 in each slot. So think about how, yes, loadouts are going to be more, but people are going to be switching stuff out more now, because think about it, how it's playing out. It's really like chess, how they making it. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. And think about Space Creator on offense now. Imagine everybody just being able to have this badge and everybody just run around Space Creator and just core badge. And even if you get this badge, even if this badge is in the game, I feel like core badges are still going to be based off of these badges. I feel like even if you still get this in the game, right, it's going to be on a low level. You're not going to have it on a high level, like Space Creator on a high level when it's a core badge. So yes, even with the core, when you break it down, right, you get 4 slots for unique attributes that don't count towards your badge points. They're basically putting us in a specialist box. Y'all know how Call of Duty got specialists, so you got to pick one type shit? That's what they doing to us right here. Think about it. Agent 3, ability to hit difficult shot, 3-point shots off the dribble. So if you want to be an off the dribble type player and shooting close to the line, you still could probably have Limitless on, but I don't even know if you could probably still have Limitless on. Think about if you could have both of these things on. Now that I'm thinking about it, tough choices. Listed below is right here. Either you want to be this type of player, either you want to be a mid-ranging, like a straight off the, how they call it? If you want to be a type of, and I feel like, yo, honestly, I feel like they're still going to let you have these badges. Because how they switch, they're not giving enough information. Now that I see this right now, I really feel like, honestly, badges still may be Hall of Fame in gold, but the tiers may be based off of the stats and that. Okay, so the new tier system, right? How I'm seeing it right now, there's 8 badges in tier 1, right? Think about it. So there's 8 BS badges, 8 bronze badges basically, in each category for shooting, finishing, defense. Okay, so you're going to be able to use some of these badges that's in tier 1 to build your player to start unlocking the tier 2 slot, right? Because you're going to need a certain amount of tier 1 badges, lower level tiers, before you can equip the highest ones, right? I also got to squeeze this little part in here. You unlock badges through challenges. It says it in the text. You unlock them through challenges. So think about it. If you're not at a certain level, attribute wise, to do these challenges, you will not unlock the badge. More than likely. Or it'll be extremely hard and you still probably will get it on a low level as a tier. Or, you know, that's, I can see that's just how they're doing this system. So it's going to depend off your attributes and your stats. We know that's plain old facts. Is going to depend on your attributes and stats, what tiers you unlock. Honestly. Now, when we go to the core badges now, when we have the unique slots, that's them giving us our superstar abilities, all right? So when you have the unique slots in your core abilities, you're going to be able to use these badges right here. Here's the challenges. We got to unlock challenges for these now. They're telling us right here. They said listed below, highlighted below. These are highlighted. When it's highlighted, it's in bold letters. Finishing, Slithery, Masher, Aerial Wizard, Bully. Agent 3, shooting. Agent 3, midi magic, amp, claymore, comeback kid, hand down, man down, space creator, limitless range. So think about it. You're going to be able to take one of these badges from each slot for your core badges. What do you want for finishing? You got to pick and choose. Ooh, what do you want to choose out here? Slithery, masher, aerial wizard, bully. These are badges that can be put as the core badges for your player. Think about it. It's a core. Think about it. When you think about the core of a player and you reading these descriptions right here, right? Catch and shoot, not really a core thing to your game. That's just a certain little ability. Okay, you a good catch and shoot shooter. Ability to hit difficult three-point shots off the dribble. That's core. That's like coreness. Improved ability to knock down mid-range jumpers off the bounce or out of the post. You see how that's a kind of a mixture of a game? Off the bounce, out of the post. That's like a core type of gameplay. You see what I'm saying? Reduces the shot, shooting attribute penalties when fatigued and when moving excessively prior to shooting. Woohoo! Amped. Golly. So, when you're moving fast, you could either put amped on and still be able to shoot smoothly. They're breaking the game down. So, we're going to have people that's going to be moving fast and still be not fast, not too fast, but if they a little fatigued and they got amped on, that could be his little piece to his game. Oh, he's still knocking down shots. Or he could be a Jordan type of player and go crazy with his midi magic and off the bounce shots. Y'all see how they're breaking it down? Or you could be a limitless range. You only get to pick one of these in the core. It doesn't mean you probably can't use the badges for regular tiers and they'll be on lower tiers. You see what I'm saying? They won't be unlocked in the highest tier, probably depending on the other badges that you have. So I could see how they're already breaking it down. I would still have to see the system, but I can already see how it's going to play out. They're making us choose between having 4 crazy good badges, and that's going to be, everybody going to have different setups. You know people going to copy. It's going to be a meta, of course, but for here, you're going to have to pick one. Killer combos. Listen, improves dribbler's effectiveness, size up dribble moves, basically a combination last year's quick chain and tight handles. So this is going to allow you to be able to stun people and dribble and do moves, right? Then you got Clamp Breaker. Helps ball handlers win more one-on-one body up confrontations to counter clamps. You see how it's like, yo, come on. Improves ball security immediately after securing a rebound, catch, or picking up the ball. Great for badge for bigs. Mismatch Expert, formerly a shooting badge, this badge now helps smaller guards break down taller defenders when mismatched on one-on-one. So break down, like you probably get a boost, like if you could break down them. Wait, one-on-one, whoa. Formerly a shooting badge now helps smaller guards break down taller defenders. Wait. So this is basically like a playmaking badge, and if you're a taller defender, you have this on Hall of Fame, you're probably just going to be opened up to more animations that's going to help you get past the bigger player. Basically, that's what they're saying Mismatch Expert is doing. Not probably help you shoot too much crazy, but helps you get certain animations to blow past him or beat him. But you see how these are the core badges. They're showing us there's more playmaking badges than this, but these are core badges. These are badges you're going to be able to use for your core badges. They're showing us it, highlighted, mismatched. All right? I mean, not highlighted. I didn't even say I was a Mismatch Expert. Mismatch Expert, Vice Grip, Clamp Breaker, Killer Combos. Then we go to defensive and rebounding. You're going to be able to pick between anchor. See, it's just like when you thought about double takeover, right? Let me break this down real quick before I read them all. A crucial badge for the last line of defensive bigs improves ability to block and contest shots in the paint. So you know when you build your player a certain way, look how they're saying for bigs, last line defense for bigs. You know that you're going to have to build your player a certain way to probably even unlock anchor in a certain tier. To probably even unlock anchor, you probably going to have to be at a certain height. Probably going to have to be a certain big. You see what I'm saying? Because they already reduced the ability for guards to get chased down certain blocks. Even though chase down art is going to be in the game. But you probably can still get this badge. It's just probably like the new tier system. Like having it on a higher tier. Box Out Beast. Helps rebounders wins box out battles. Both on offense and defense rebound situations. You know this is a core badge. Think about it. Look at it. It helps on offense and defense core badge. Like rebound chaser, basically. That's it. And it's the battles and rebounding situations. So it's, man, I see how they putting a whole bunch of stuff in together. Like this one too, right here. Workhorse, the Pat Bev badge. Boosts your ability to hustle down 50-50 balls and play hard-nosed defense without getting tired. That's basically like tireless defender and hustler mixed. So you see how it's a core badge. They mixing two things into one. so things can be a little bit more fast. People got to pick and choose between other different options now. Challenger. See, so you can have anchor and challenger. Improves the effectiveness of perimeter shot contest. Remove badge defensive leader. So this is for perimeter shot contest. You want to contest on the perimeter, this is the badge you're going to be able, this is the badge you're going to need. All right. So understand, rim protector is going to be here still in the game. They didn't take rim protector out. So this anchor badge is really for bigs. But this is the badge that I could tell is going to, it says it right here in the end. Contest shots in the paint. So rim protector got a big nerf. Certain small guards probably will be able to get it, but you probably gonna have to time your shot. Depends on how long you make your arms and stuff like that. You still gonna be able to make some crazy builds. Don't get me wrong, people. Don't get me wrong. They just balancing out stuff. You're gonna have to pick and choose. You gonna have to come down to a pick and choose when you do your core. You're gonna be looking at other, damn, what he running for his core, because people get to choose 4 individual badges to their build that don't affect your regular normal badge slots. Think about it. You got normal regular badge slots, then you automatically have your core badges. So you're supposed to be looking at your core badges and correlating it to the build that you're making and be like, okay, what badges do I want to use for the core? I want to be a limitless shooter. I want to make sure I play defense. Remember, you get to pick 1 for each category. So I could be like this. You know what? Okay, I want challenger for sure for my defensive core. I want mismatch expert. Think about it. You're going to be able to get this badge even on a certain bigger player builds, because now it's just about the one-on-one. Remember, they added in that new one-on-one attacking system now in the game. Come on now. Or you get to choose killer combos or vice grip. See, so even this, no, they got unpluckable there. You see how unpluckable's not here? This is how I break this down to you guys' faces, like to show you. Core badges are basically the stronger, powerful badges in the game that they have that you get to choose for 1. Every other badge that we have is probably gonna be like little basic badges. Basically, they still gonna work and stuff, and we gotta get them on higher tiers for them to be really powerful. So we gotta mix our lower tiers together to unlock the next tier, and then you see what I'm saying? Oh my lord! Now look at this. Unpluckable is not here. But we have the badge, and then you see vice grip, it says improve ball security immediately after securing. It doesn't talk about dribbling or nothing, right? It doesn't talk about dribbling or protecting the ball. Then we get to here, killer combos. Doesn't talk about protecting the ball or nothing like that. But you see, you're going to have to choose between 1 or the 2. A guard can have killer combos if he wants to in his core. And remember, you only get to pick 1 per category. But guess what he's not going to have? Helps ball handlers win one-on-one body up confrontations. Body bump confrontations. The counter to clamps. Oh man, dribble gods. And I'm breaking it down right here, giving a gem. So if you ain't making a small, super fast player that can just run away from players, y'all know all the lockdowns is putting strength on their build this year. So, and they got a new body up system in the game. Y'all know they putting strength on their builds this year, and if you're going to be trying to think you running into them or running past them, running into the paint into them, and clamps is buffed now, and now there's a new bumping system where lockdowns even bump you a little bit now. Look at this. The counter to clamps. So, if you want to counter clamps, you're going to need this over killer combos. But if you want to dribble and be able to dribble for a long period of time, 2K did a crazy balance. Do y'all see the balance now on y'all face? And then I show y'all unpluckable not here. So you're going to still be able to have unpluckable gold and stuff, but it don't mean it's not going to stop you from getting bumped up when you choose killer combos over this clamp breaker. Remember, you only get to choose 1, man. OG giving y'all the gems, breaking it down here. Same when we get into the shooting. Oh, yeah. You could be a master midi magician. You could be a master at the midi, but you're going to have to choose. Listen, we probably still could get limitless and shoot from deep. Probably not even low key. Probably not. Yo, now I'm getting a little, I'm not even scared because I'm going to have many of builds, but I'm getting scared for the community. You probably may not even, limitless probably may not be a regular badge in the game. Let's hope it is. Let's hope that, okay, you get it and it's on a low level. I believe limitless is still in the badge. And odd favor returns, making shooters more effective shoot from deep. Yeah, I feel. But they got it as a core. Let's hope limitless is just not placed as a core badge, people. Because if it is, you just going to have to use that 1 limitless. You're not going to be able to break and do space creator shots. You could catch an ankle breaker with the ankle breaker badge and then shoot off of that. Yo, they changed the game up so much, man. This new little tier system has changed the way you're going to see players play on the court. This is why this breakdown was a little bit long, because I'm seeing so much that, okay, they took that away. They took that away. Okay. Matter of fact, let's clear this up. They moved Space Creator to an offense. They said formerly a playmaking badges now boost the ability to step back jumpers and hop steps also. Okay, yes. So these badges will still probably most likely be available, but you'll get them on low tiers. Remember, yes. These badges will still be available. You'll just get them on low tiers if it's not really your role. You got to think about it. These are core badges that you could just get to add to yourself. Doesn't mean anything. The tier system still shows what level you have it on, and you still have to have a whole bunch of weaker tier badges to get a higher tier badge. So to get tier 2, you have to have a whole bunch of weaker tier badges. Okay? Unlock the challenges on them. So it seems like they're making challenges to get these badges at first. Listen to what they said right here. Y'all said the challenges to unlock them. Y'all can read it right here. Once again, we ain't gonna get too deep in it. Look, oh, here it goes again. Each badge will have challenge requirement. It's like they going back to back in the day how you used to have to do a whole bunch of slitheries to unlock the badge. That's basically what it is. And depending on your build, think about it, fellas. Depending on your build, right? How you base your attribute stats, some of these challenges going to be super hard. You ain't going to be able to be a bully if you don't got the strength and stuff to do it. We going to wrap it up there. I ain't going to get too deep. I could keep going on and on and on. But that should clear your mind right there. If you don't have the strength and the body size to be a bully and to use Masher, you're not going to be able to do the challenge and unlock the challenge. Hit that like button down. Subscribe.